Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Look on the screen. It is El Presidente. It is President Trump. And if you look on the right, woo, look at that. Looks like someone's pumping gas. You can probably figure out the motive behind this video. What is going on here? I'll tell you what's going on in case you have not heard. It says Americans paying $200 million more every day in gas than 10 days ago, according to the economic analyst. Americans paying $200 million more every day. So the war, we're looking at what, day 11? We are looking at day 11. They started on the 28th, and today is what? Yeah, today's the 10th. Today is March the 10th. So the war, we are looking at day 11. So not $200 million since the war, which is unbelievable at best. No, it says 200 million more every day. This weekend there was a report that he was trying to get with like the insurance, trying to get insurance for the ships. But right now, with the Strait of Hormuz being closed, guess what? It's not happening. So basically, gas is not coming out of a main strait. And I believe like 20% of the gas comes out of there because guess what? No one knows, if in Hormuz, they don't know if a ship tries to come through there to transport gas. Guess what? The ship might get bombed because of the war. As I said before, it's all about what? It is all about resources. That's my opinion. This isn't all about, like Venezuela. Oh, he's a bad guy. We got bad guys here, guys and girls. Congress, Senate, in my opinion, the politicians. Yeah, taxation without representation. With all this going on in the economy, they can still give themselves a raise. Maybe they should go, maybe without pay, you know? But this here, and the Congress, I'm aware they were not even, this here was just the president making a call. The Congress did not give the okay for the war. But I said before, said again, it's all about the resources. That is my opinion on that. And then if you look at it, look at that Venezuelan. Took the man up out of there, then 30 to what, 50 billion gallons of gasoline, oil, under Trump's control. Then all of a sudden the oil men just came flocking. It's basically, you have war, you take the spoils and do whatever you want. So basically, I guess this time around, when it comes to what they call like, oh, the man of the year, it should be the old man. Trust me. The man of the year is gonna be the oil man because guess what? From what I can see, they are getting richer by the day. So 200 million more every day in gas. And of course, that's going to trickle down. That will, of course, trickle down to what? The food. So now people can barely afford food. Guess what? It's going to get more and more unaffordable because trucks have to bring the food. Guess what? The cost is going to trickle down. Inflation. If this continues, it'll get out of control. And I just saw reports saying, oh, yeah, the war is basically, they're meeting the objectives. It's going to be over now. Unless we have a ceasefire agreement on both sides, I'm not trying to hear it. Food will get more expensive. More expensive. Insurance, it's a trickle down effect. Supplies, building materials, going to the store, buying furniture, buying anything because, hello, trucks have to bring in the merchandise. And these trucks are not sitting on, oh, hybrid and electric. Trucks have to bring in the merchandise. So if they have to bring that in, they're using gasoline, everything will go up. So less and less affordability. Last couple of years, all these job layoffs. And now we're sitting up here, 2026. A lot of companies are going to be in a hiring freeze. We cannot afford this war. If it's 200 million a day, let's just say that week. Okay. So it's 200 million a day, and it's been day 11. Okay. So yeah, because today we make it started on February 28th. So today's the 10th. So $200 million time 11, 2 billion, 200 million in 11 days. Wow. That equates to $2,200,000,000 in 11 days for the oil companies. In only 11 days. Off of the American people, the back to the Americans, not including the billions that the war is costing. They said within the first 100 hours, it cost $3.7 billion for the first 100 hours, not 10 days, the first 100 hours. And yet we have people who cannot afford food, can't even look for a job, can't afford rent, can't afford housing, can't afford insurance. All this off the back of the American taxpayer. Look how that war in Afghanistan, that didn't turn out so great, did it? Left all that money over there. The same thing here. This is just unbelievable. But there's money to be made. And I think that's what it's about, resources. We have enough criminals going on here. I know someone's going to say, well, look on the screen. Listen, are you kidding me? It's all about resources. So what do you all think about this? Americans paying 200 million more every day in gas than 10 days ago. Wow. This is all off the backs of the American people, and many are they're finding it very difficult, not trying to thrive, no, just basically trying to survive. Higher gas prices, it will trickle all around. But there's no money for the food pantries? No money for health care? That's not affordable? No money for Medicaid, Medicare? What do you think? Said before, said again. From the jump of it, I said before, yeah, it's all about the oil. And look at this, 200 million more. So the gas prices, that's been paid out. Again, we cannot afford this war. Americans, a lot of people can barely afford to survive. It's like being in an ocean and you dog paddling with your little boogie board, looking for some help and looking around, there is none, being squeezed at the pump. But of course, I'm sure that they knew this would happen. Anyway, let me know what you all think about this. This is shocking. $200 million more spent in gas per day. Wow. Unbelievable. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share them out.